What's up? And we rise. We come from a bloodline of priests, sold into captivity. Father, break these chains off me. Make me free. In time ambition. 2024 AD. Live from the belly of the beast. Babylon. Should we stay? Should we flee? In time's ambition.
Shalom, shalom.
Shalom, shalom.
Shalom is real. Shalom. Shalom. We are back. Another Thankful Thursday edition. Trees of Righteousness in the house. We right back at you.
Right.
Yeah. Right back at y'all, man. Hope everybody's doing well today. All praises to the Most High Power Yahweh. Look at that. Shalom, daughter of Sarah.
Shalom. Shalom.
Come in the chat. You know what I mean? We right back and we ready to dig in this one a little bit. You know, we're gonna try not to, you know what I mean? I know normally our lives last a little while, you know. We're gonna try to, you know, kind of not take so long on these lives. I know people get intimidated. They see 2-hour videos like, man, you know what I mean? So, you know, with all that being said, we're gonna bring it out. We're gonna you know what I mean, try to break it down with the spirit, you know, through the spirit, break it down as best we can.
That's right.
Shalom. My brother's cheesing.
Yeah, you know.
Nothing wrong with that, King.
That is real, you
know. Right.
Much love.
Come. All praise to the Most High. Yeah, that's another thing we need to open up, giving all praises, honor, and glory to the Yahweh in the name of His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai. It is to say, you know, all glory, honor, and praises to the Most High God, and in the name of His only begotten Son, you know, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. We call Him Yahweh.
No right.
Yeah. Beautiful, beautiful day. And always, like it says in the title of the every Thursday, it's a thankful Thursday, and we're thankful that the Most High woke us up, gave us the ability of our limbs, woke us up in this truth, and also brought us before you so that we can congregate together and walk into the kingdom together, Most High willing, one day.
Most High willing, man, wouldn't that be a beautiful thing?
Kind. Beautiful thing.
Yeah, you're right. It was a beautiful day today, man. Yeah, I didn't really get to go out much, you know. Getting off a little later and, you know, just a little tired. But, man, it's a beautiful day. I mean, I stepped out for a second outside on the porch and, man, it's nice. Kids outside. I make them, you know, it's spring break for them. So we make them get outside.
Yeah.
Man. Beautiful day.
It's always good. And I just, like she said, man, it would be nice to be able to be outside doing the class, you know.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's one of those things. It takes a little bit to set up and, you know, how things are going. Hey,
right.
Shalom to the brothers. Shalom.
Brother Reggie Mill.
All praise to the Most High. I love y'all, brothers, and appreciate the dedication y'all put into this truth. Hey, we do that because the Most High was good enough to wake us up like this and gave us a mind to want to come out here to the people and get the information. That's why we do it. We do that. We do that for y'all.
That's right.
Dang, where is that at? I got one for it.
Get that like DMX.
Got a precept for you. You know, my mind already start running for the precepts.
Go ahead. Hey, them precepts put us in the spirit, King.
Yeah, let me see. Here it is. Yeah, Sirach 33:17. It said, consider that I labor not for myself only, but for all them that seek learning. That's what we do. We labor. We do this labor of love for y'all.
That's right. Oh, that's what it is. Brotherly love, you know. Brotherly love. Because, you know, Yahweh Shai told a parable about some stewards. And the good man, he left. Let me get that.
Yes, I was gonna say.
Real quick. Hopefully, I can go through it real quick.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
Yeah. Where is it?
Oh, find what I'm doing. That's Matthew. It's Mark. No.
11,
I'm trying to remember which account. I think I was thinking about the one in Luke. I don't think that's the one you. I don't think that's the one you were talking about.
Well, you talking about the one 16, Luke 16?
Talking about when he was doing the things for the master, and then he decided he was gonna do the same thing.
Not that one.
Not that one.
Not that one.
Yeah.
Not that one. Let me get out of here. The pounds.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's 19. Luke 19.
There you go.
Let me see.
11.
Yeah, if you don't mind. Yeah.
Yeah, I got you. This is Luke 19 and verse 11. And as he heard these things, he added and spake a parable, because he was nigh to Jerusalem, and because they thought that the kingdom of God should immediately appear. Man, imagine that. Just you think it's getting ready to come right now.
Right. Hey, they don't know. We 2000 some odd 24 years out. You know what I mean?
Right.
Still
God, verse 12. And he said, therefore, a certain nobleman went into a far country to receive for himself a kingdom and to return.
Mm-hmm.
And he called his 10 servants and delivered them 10 pounds and said unto them, occupy till I come.
Right.
But his citizens hated him and sent a message after him, saying, we will not have this man to reign over us. And it came to pass that when he was returned, having the kingdom, then he commanded these servants to be called unto him, to whom he have given the money. Then he might, Salakia, that he might know how much every man had gained by trading. Then came the first, saying, Lord, thy pound have gained 10 pounds.
Uh-huh.
And he said unto him, well, thy good Salakia. And he said unto him, well, thy good servant, because thou hast been faithful in very little, thou authority over 10 cities.
Right.
And the second came, saying, Lord, thy pound have gained 5 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
And he said likewise unto him, be thou also over 5 cities.
Uh-huh.
And another came, saying, Lord, behold, here is thy pound,
right,
which I have kept laid up in thy napkin. Here you go. I ain't getting nothing.
What'd you say?
He's like, hey, remember that dollar you gave me?
Right.
Ungrateful.
Man.
I took that up, man. I had it stuck in my wallet in the back.
You know? Yeah, man. Hey, man. Ungrateful like a mother. Hey, I was telling a story, man, and it, you know, my nowadays, man, kids. My daughter, Jerusalem, 5 years old.
Right.
I gave her $1 one day, man. You know what I mean? Thinking I'm doing good and everything. She gave it back. You know what I mean? Just like this steward, really. She gave $1 back. Like, what I'm gonna do with that? You know, and I feel her like, yeah. I mean, you know, you can collect it at least though, but you know what I mean? Nowadays, $1 ain't gonna do much, but still, you know what I mean? It's all about the longevity, holding it up. You at least be grateful. But that's just a little silly story I like to tell, just showing you the value of $1 nowadays. Back in the day, you could have dang near do all types of stuff for $1. You know what I mean?
Man.
But this
give me $1 back in the day.
Yeah. Hey man, hey, you get all types of stuff from the store, man. You be walking, swinging your arms and all that type of stuff. Happy, you know what I mean? But
God.
Yeah. But this steward right here, he got the pound and he wrapped it up in a napkin and just held it. Ungrateful. What I'm gonna do with this? You know what I mean? Keep on going, God.
God, verse 21. For I fear thee, because thou art an austere man. Thou takest up that thou layest not down, and reapeth that thou didst not sow. Dang.
Yeah.
And he said unto him, out of thy own mouth will I judge thee, thou wicked servant.
What kind of servant is he?
Thou wicked servant.
Right.
Thou knewest that I was an austere man, that taking up that I laid not down, and reaping that I did not sow.
Uh-huh.
Therefore, then gaveth not thou my money into the bank, that at my coming I might have required my own with usury.
Right.
Man, he talking about he like, man, I could have put that money in the bank, and the bank would have got me something, a little
Right.
something.
Some type of return.
Right. Verse 24. And he said unto them that stood by, take from him the pound and give it to him that have 10 pounds.
Mm.
And they said unto him, Lord, he have 10 pounds. For I say unto you,
It's the point.
for I say unto you that unto everyone which Salakia, let me start that over. For I say unto you that unto everyone which shall be given,
Uh-huh.
and from him that have not, even that he have shall be taken away from him.
Mm.
But those my enemies, which would not that I should reign over them, bring hither and slay them before me.
Wow. Deep parable Yahushua told himself, you know, and it's parabolic of him and his kingdom. You know, he gives everybody different talents and, you know what I mean? Different types of talents and gifts. I mean, he's a generous God. You know, I can't look at this man and say, man, you know how to work the computer. You know how to tap dance. Man, you can daggone build a piano and I'm over here and all I know how to do is figure skate. You know what I mean? Or something silly like that. No, I use some silly analogies, but that's how it be. It's silly. You know what I mean? A lot of times, and we be coveting and jealous of each other over silly stuff. Whatever the Most High bless you with, figure that thing out and use it to benefit the kingdom. You know, and the point going here is that if we were the wicked servant and we understand the truth and we just sat in our houses and did nothing and didn't tell anybody, didn't even, you know, it's some brothers and sisters we meet, man. They've been in the truth for years. They come outside, they don't got no fringes on. You wouldn't know. You would think that they was just you would think that they was just, you know what I mean, average Joe. But they got all of this truth and wisdom, so-called wisdom, within themselves, but they don't let their light shine. They not on the corner, you know what I mean, bidding in the elect, you know, none of that type of stuff. You know, they're not talking to people at work. They're not doing none of that. They just sitting on the truth. And like Yahushua said, he called that dude the wicked servant. You know what I mean? He just came with what he already gave him. I gave you that. What you giving it back for me? I need more. You know what I mean? And then he was going to give it all back to him in the first place. After he done, he come back with 2 or 3. He going to say, hey, now you be faithful over 3 cities now. You know what I mean? But the man missed out because he just wanted to play it safe. And that's what we can't do. You know? Yahushua said, hey, if you what he say? If you save your life, you're going to lose it. But if you lose your life for my sakes, you're going to find it. You know what I mean? And that's what we're doing. We're, you know, brothers and sisters is, spending time in this thing. We're going out to the highways and byways, risking our lives there. People are on here waiting to, you know, oh, let me report them to HR. Let me report them to here, this or that. The Southern Poverty Law Center. All of these things, people are trying to do wicked stuff. You know what I mean? To us, to the brothers that's out here on the front line. I mean, our faces out here. You know, anything can happen. So we're actually putting our lives up for the gospel's sake. We can lose our life at any time. Same thing for y'all. You know what I mean? So it's not, you know, even y'all in the comments and everything. That's a beautiful thing. You know, you're stepping out there on faith. You know, but the point is, man, we can't just sit on this truth. We got to get out there and talk to our people and build and bring people into this gospel.
That's right.
You said set on the truth, and that's a great point, man. Right? I'm gonna read a precept to land me back off on that, brother. That's a good point. That's a very good point. I think that's very important, man, that we understand what the purpose is when we out there, when we on the block like that. So bring forward the precept for it. Here we go. Hebrews 6:10. It says, "For God is not unrighteous to forget your work and labor of love, which have shown toward his name, in that ye have ministered to the saints and do minister. And we desire that every one of you do show the same diligence to the full assurance of hope unto the end." Here comes the point that I want to get to on 12. "That ye be not sackful, which is lazy, right?
Mm-hmm.
But followers of them who through faith and patience inherit the promises." Great point. It's in the Bible, man. The word is, it don't contradict itself. It speaks for itself, man. Right? So we
Right.
got to be able to get out there. We got to be able to, like Cap said earlier, man, you got we bumped into a lot of folks that say they've been in this truth for so long. And they get out there, man. No fringes, don't know how to contact brothers, stay in touch, show the diligence, man, that they're seeking this truth and everything, man. Sackful, very sackful, man. Right?
Right.
That's a great point, man.
Yeah.
Let's
Gotta
go.
get in this thing.
So, even if you go up on Hebrews, it tells you Hebrews 6:9. It said, but beloved, we are persuaded better things of you, and things that accompany salvation, though we thus speak. So it's telling you these are better things. He was trying to tell them about better things that they should be doing, and that better things that come that accompany you doing those better things, such as salvation.
Right.
Right.
Those are things those are things that you should have your mind on and you should think about. Yeah, I saw that verse. I was like, man, I had to let me back on that. Like, this point is important. A lot of people don't even think about that. Like we got to persuade one another to do the right things.
Right.
Man.
That's what it's all about. Holding each other accountable, man. That's brotherly love. Going right back in the circle. Brotherly love. That's why we on here. Brotherly love. Can't be just sitting around and not doing the work, not doing nothing, but just saying, "Oh, he knows my heart." You know what I mean? And you got to prove it. Prove it.
Right.
Kind.
So we got a good one today. It's is the 3 days of darkness doctrine biblical? Just talking a few. We actually had a sister reach out and suggest that we do something. She actually had a question about it, and we're gonna go into it. I had another brother speaking with another brother, and he brought it up, the 3 days of darkness, and they put it in with the there's an eclipse coming up next month. I had no idea about. I think it's April. What is that? April 8th, y'all?
8th. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So how the world gets in a frenzy, and hey, is this going to be the big one, or what's going on? What's going to happen? But we are here to just give some understanding on the 3 days of darkness and darkness represented in the Bible, things of that nature. What can we look forward to biblically? Anybody want to start it off? I kind of wanted to bring up the Wikipedia. I just Wikipedia the 3 days of darkness. Like what is going on with this 3 days of dark? Because we haven't even heard about a doctrine of 3 days of darkness doctrine. But if y'all brothers, unless y'all got something, I want to bring that out. Just for
no, I don't have anything.
I don't know. I think they getting it mixed up. Like we talked about yesterday with Exodus 10 and 23.
No doubt.
And it don't speak about that in the New Testament at all. I think they're getting it mixed up with what it means when he says he's going to cover the earth in darkness. And we got a lot of precepts that we can pull out of that and show that it's two different things and two different meanings. I think that's where a lot of people getting that confused, that they saying you prepared. You doing a lot. There's a lot of videos talking about 3 days of darkness. Like, I mean, they showing it like it's in the Bible. So if we can find it somewhere in the Bible, basically other than Exodus 10 and 23, then it'll be good clarification. But other than
Right.
that, I don't know how they get 3 days of darkness.
I'm with you on that one.
Yeah. Because the sister, she mentioned Matthew, and we're gonna go to Matthew and read about the darkness in Matthew, but I'm gonna read the Wikipedia of it. It says 3 days of darkness. The 3 days of darkness is an eschatological, meaning future time, prophecy of future events, held by some Catholic circles to be true. The prophecy foretells 3 days and nights of an intense darkness over the whole earth, against which the only light will come from blessed beeswax candles, and during which all the enemies of the church will perish. Oh, you got it right there. Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to bring that up so people see it as well.
Might want to make it a
I'm
little
going
bigger.
to make that. Yeah, I'm going to have to make that bigger. It's really small looking.
Yep. Come on.
There we, let's scroll up.
Yeah, I'm starting on that second paragraph right there.
Con. That's
It
good.
says,
Can you read that?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Actually, can you make it a little bigger?
I sure can.
Okay. Shalom, brother Bill in the chat.
Shalom.
Shalom, everybody. Peace and blessings to everybody in the chat. Okay. There we go. It says the prophecy parallels the 10 plagues against Egypt in the book of Exodus, chapter 10, 21 through 29. The apocalypse of John also mentions a plague of unnatural darkness as an effect of the 6th seal, Revelation 6 and 12, and the 5th vial, Revelation 16 and 10. However, the specifics of the 3 days of darkness prophecy are derived from private revelation. Can you give me 1 Thessalonians 5 and 21, Baba Gashai? It says the 3 days of darkness prophecy are derived from private revelation. Now, we know the Catholic Church, if they involved in anything, is wickedness, man. I mean, just from a carnal vision point of view, you can see that. You look at some of these movies, these scary movies, it's always a Catholic priest there, some girl with her head going in circles and all. It's always involving the Catholic Church, even in real life, the scandals and stuff they got going on. But the point is, the Catholic Church, they do a lot of, they'll have a doctrine made up that some little girl, I forgot what doctrine that was. A little girl went to sleep or dreamed that she seen Jesus and woke up, and they made a whole doctrine over it. Like, I don't know, it wasn't a Trinity. It was, they do that, you know what I mean, with just people's words. Oh yeah, this little girl, we think she was blessed and she talked to God, and now we're gonna make a doctrine about it. But the point is, it says this doctrine of 3 days of darkness is derived from private interpretation. Let's see what the Bible got to say about private interpretation.
You said 1 Thessalonians.
I think that's Salakia. Well, not 1 Thessalonians. That is Salakia. 2 Peter 1 and 20.
There we go. Got a tab on it. This is 2 Peter 1 and 20.
Mm-hmm.
Knowing this first, that no prophecy of the scripture is of any private interpretation.
Ain't no prophecy of the scripture of any private interpretation. Now we know the scriptures was written for, to, and by the Israelites, but ain't no private interpretation. Some little girl somewhere or somebody somewhere in a mountain, something in a monastery comes up with some type of thought process and just puts it in the Bible.
That's right.
That's crazy, But let's go in on this thing.
Yeah, but they definitely said it was a private interpretation on the Wikipedia.
Yeah.
So we already know. We're going off a little bit here.
Right.
Some vain imaginations,
Now, don't get us wrong. There is a 3 days of darkness in the Bible, like we just read. They referenced it. Exodus 10. That's the only 3 days of darkness we know about in the Bible, in Exodus, the 3 days. And yeah, as a let's see.
Yeah, just like we were speaking of the other day, people they're like, well, the Most High gonna be coming back, and we're gonna be going through our Exodus. So they try to throw in, hey, we're gonna go through these plagues, but it wasn't prophesied like that.
Right. Right. And there's always similitudes and things like that. It's not going to necessarily happen exactly the same way. What you say, King?
Right. Kind. I think they want to. I can read that for them too. I'm gonna read that for them.
Oh, you want to go ahead and get the Exodus?
Yeah, I'm gonna get Exodus 10 and start at 21.
Mm-hmm.
Exodus 10:21. And the Lord said unto Moses, stretch out thy hand towards the heaven, that there may be darkness over the land of Egypt, even darkness which may be felt. Verse 22. And Moses stretched forth his hand towards heaven, and there was a thick darkness in all of the land of Egypt 3 days. Yeah. They saw not one another, neither rose any from his place for 3 days. But all the children of Israel had light in their dwellings.
All praise.
So this is the next to last plague that the Most High did before the children of Israel came out of Egypt. And that was the 3 days there that the Most High had. Nobody came out of their houses, and but the children of Israel had light, and we know this to be a supernatural light in their dwelling.
Yeah,
right.
When it says there was darkness, thick darkness in the land of Egypt, you got to think, it ain't like they didn't pay their electric bill. It wasn't like they didn't have candles and other ways that their normal ways of lighting a fire. But the Most High, he had a spirit on that thing.
That's
right. Wisdom of Solomon goes in on that thing. Did y'all have something?
We can go. We can go into that.
Kind of. Let's get chapter 17 Bible shot.
This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 17.
Let's start at. I want to say 2. Start at 2 real quick, and then we're gonna jump down to 4. Bible shot.
Got you. This is Wisdom of Solomon 17 and verse 2. For when unrighteous men thought to oppress the holy nation, they being shut up in their houses, the prisoners of darkness, and fetters with the bonds of a long night, lay their exile from the eternal providence.
So they're talking about the Egyptians. This is what they're getting for oppressing the nation of Israel. Said they would had a long night, 72 hours of darkness. Good gracious.
Right.
Yeah, let's jump down to 4, Bible shot.
Verse 4. For neither might the corner that held them kept them from fear, but noises as water falling down sounded about them, and sad visions appeared unto them with heavy countenances.
And the Lord is showing, because the Bible calls him the king of terrors. I don't know if you know this or not, whoever watching, whoever will watch, the Most High, he causes the evil and the good, and he's delivering his children out of here, and also afflicting their enemies. So he's causing them to have visions and apparitions, and they're seeing things and hearing things, and it's scaring them to death. Keep on going, God.
Verse 5. No power of the fire might give them light. Neither could the bright flame of the stars endure to lighten that horrible night.
Wow.
Only there appeared unto them a fire kindled of itself, very dreadful. For being much terrified, they thought the things which they saw to be worse than the sight they saw not.
Keep on going.
As for the illusions of art magic, they were put down, and their vaulting in wisdom was reproved with disgrace. For they that promised to drive away terrors and troubles from a sick soul were sick themselves of fear, worthy to be laughed at.
Come on.
For though no terrible thing did fear them, yet being scared with beasts that passed by, and hissing of of serpents. They died of fear, denying
What they
that
do?
they saw. Oh, which? Go ahead.
What was that? Verse 10 one more time.
They died for fear.
Wow. They die. Imagine dying because you just scared to death. I mean, that's where you get the definition scared to death. They died for fear. Now, Exodus didn't tell us all that. It kind of it gave us, you know what I mean? Oh, this will happen. They was dying for fear. He's scaring them to death. You know what I mean? With darkness. I mean, Matt, 3 days of thick darkness. It said the fire wouldn't even illuminate. Fire did the elements didn't even work.
Man,
wow.
just imagine that.
That's a bad.
You got a candle and you close to it, and it barely giving you any light. Just all you see is the fire itself.
Yeah. Golly. Hey man. Hey, the Most High ain't nobody to play with. They call him the King of Terrors. The King of keep on going, God, real quick. We're gonna go down to just to 12.
Kind. They died for fear, denying that they saw the air, which could of no side be avoided. For wickedness condemned by her own witness is very timorous, and being pressed with conscience, always forecasteth grievous things. For fear is nothing else but a betraying of the succors which reason offers.
So it's telling us we ain't got nothing to fear. But them, the enemies, hey, he's scaring them to death. You know, it's scriptures in the Bible where the Lord said he's gonna laugh at our enemies, man. You know what I mean? You know, so we just went into the 3 days, the actual 3 days of darkness in the Bible. That's in Exodus chapter 10. So that's where most people are getting this doctrine from and pulling it from there. And then we can go elsewhere from there.
I just wanted to say shalom. Everybody just joining in. Shalom, brother Bill. Oh, Bill. You got that thing? All right.
Yeah, I got it. Sammy and Deborah.
Shalom.
All right. Dearly beloved.
Good. But man, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's something big, man. That's something
they scared that sounds in the air. You can it's probably quiet as heck, like it's because it's dark. And then you got then they hearing snakes hiss. They like they freaking out. Look, they like Smokey in the chicken coop in the pigeon coop.
Oh no.
They like
God.
Freaking out.
Oh man, my brother was in his drawers, wasn't he?
Yeah. Just imagine them all of a sudden they chilling in the house, the light, and then it just gets so dark that the light sucks out all the room and just is like just only on the fire. And they just like, hey.
My goodness. Hey, it's enough to still. Hey, beasts passing by because the animals was, you know what I mean? It's dark out there. So they like, oh, what is that? You know what I mean? Hey, you in Africa too? Ain't no telling. That could have been a cat or a daggone elephant. You know what I mean? You don't know what it.
You don't know what's going on.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna take this time to say shalom to the sister.
Shalom,
Shalom, daughter.
Shalom to the sister.
Yeah.
She is. We're gonna welcome the sister. You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't. You know, she go by the name of Sunshine. She's new to the trees of righteousness, and we're gonna give a hearty shalom to her. Welcome her in. Man, all praise to the Most High. All praise to the Most High. Hey, this thing growing, man.
Yeah.
Come on, let's finish this.
One of the beautiful things about it too with her though, she didn't. We just read in Hebrews about being a sackful, right? She reached out to us, man. Right? Got on and was committed and consistent on reaching out to us. Finally had a chance to get out to meet with the sister and have dinner with the sister and everything for her. And she really did truly open herself up to us down there, man, to let us know, hey, man, I'm about the truth. I need a camp. I need a body. I need to be a part of something. You know what I'm saying? So I can grow. It shows you, man. We gotta step out from our comfort zone, man. We gotta go. Hey, if you ain't in a body, you need to get with one, man. Y'all know the Trees of Righteousness T.O.R is down here in Knoxville, man. Just like this sister who came along and joined us, running every sense, man. Right? We got to be able to show our hearts willful for the Most High, man. And we got to run to him, man. We got to lose our life for his sake in order for us to save and find life, right?
That's right.
So
That's
all
right.
praises, man, to the Most High. Thank the Most High for the sister, man.
Yes, yes. Sister got a heart for the Lord. You know what I mean? She got wisdom. You know what I mean? You know, beautiful spirit, wonderful sister. You know what I mean? We did have great dialogue and looking forward to many more. You know, and if anybody watches this, and you know, you feel led, you know what I mean? We're gonna have the Gmail there. You know what I mean? You hit us up the same way the sister did. You know, we still building, and this is the kingdom of the Lord. That's what we're building, the army of the Lord. You know, come and deal with your brothers. You know what I mean? And shalom to all the sisters, daughters of Zion in the chat. You know what I mean? It's a beautiful thing, man. I'm just excited.
Beautiful.
Oh, praises. Yeah. Yeah.
Beautiful thing. Man.
Truly a blessing. Truly a blessing, man.
No doubt. No doubt. No doubt. So yeah. So all right. So we broke down the original where they got the concept from. Con. Appreciate it, sis. Yeah.
Oh, shalom.
Yeah. Oh, my bad. Let me put that up there. Appreciate y'all doing this here in Knots. May the Most High be with y'all. All praise to the Most High.
All praise.
All praise to the Most High.
We love the appreciation. You know, that's all praise to the Lord, because you know all of us was sleeping. You know, we just got woken up and come together. Hey, this is the Lord's work. You know what I mean? He don't want to trust the sister to hit the Gmail. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He don't want to put us in the right situation at the right time. Even the king right here, you know what I mean? Hit the Gmail. Hey, fellowship, man. We're gonna keep it going.
That's right.
What Brother Bill? Oh yeah, Brother Bill had one. He said, "Add restlessness to this equation, and you are scared of
yeah.
No sleep. You can't sleep.
That's right.
yeah, that's a terrible thing, man. Shoot, real. But yeah, let's keep it moving. Anybody want to go anywhere on this one?
Oh, I think when I brought that out, we brought that out earlier about that darkness. If people really paid attention to it, where it said that no one moved from his place, that means when that darkness hit and covered, they could not move, whether they be laying down, standing up, or walking. Once that darkness hit, man, that was it. Right? You could not see, you could not move or anything. That's some thick darkness, man. And we know that the Lord said that. Let me pull that priest. I think I got one on Psalms real quick. I want to read Psalms. I'm gonna pull that one out real quick to talk about it a little bit since we own that. Psalm 105, and I think it's going to be verse 28. He sent darkness and made it dark, and they rebelled not against his word. The Most High is in that thing, man. He created that thing and used that thing, man. This same darkness, man, that when Yahushua died on the cross, it's going to come and cover the whole entire earth. When he say the whole earth, man, that's the whole thing, man. Imagine how it's going to be in that day where people ain't going to be able to do anything, man. The lights, the satellites that you see up above you in the sky coming down, man. Your poles with lights, all that stuff coming down. It's going to be pitch dark where you can't even see your hand, man. That's something big. That's something serious, man.
That's true. And
this is why
go ahead.
You got it.
No, I was about to say, I don't know if anybody, unlike this, I know when I was younger, we went to the Lost Caves down here over in if you're in Tennessee, there's a attraction called the Lost Sea. And it's just a series of caves that lead down all the way down to a reservoir of water down at the bottom. And during the event, when you're going through there, they show you how dark it can be when you don't have light down there. And I mean, they were like, we're gonna count to 3 and then we're gonna hit the lights. It was so dark. When I tell you, I had my hand right in front of my face. I was looking at the palm. I was trying to look at the palm of my hand, and I couldn't see it in front of my face to save my life. So imagine they were like that. Like, just imagine you got your eyes, close your eyes, put your hands in front of you, and just you can feel that your hand is there, but you can't
see
it. You can feel it. You can probably feel the warmth from your hand, but you can't even. You got your eyes like this.
You can't see it.
You can't feel.
You know it's there.
You can't see it, and that's how that darkness is. It's like it's an absolute like darkness, like when you're all absence of light.
Dang.
That's what the day of the Lord is going to be like. It's going to be like,
Yeah. Terrible day, a dark day. That's going to be very dark and gloomy. Man. I believe I'm pull another precept. I think I got one in should I go to I think it's Joel 2:1. Let me see.
So you going to Joel?
Joel. I think it's Joel.
Oh, okay.
Joel.
Yeah, Joel.
That's one in there too, ain't
I
it?
can grab that one.
I think it's one in there. I think because everybody need to see, most of the prophets spoke about how dark it's going to be and everything, man. And you got to think back then when those prophets, they didn't have what we consider today to know what an IBM missile is. They would have to describe it like it was fire coming out of the sky. But that's the best that they could do back in that modern time to identify what will be coming and what will be taking place. And a lot of people don't know that and stuff. That's why a lot of people get confused when they pick up the Bible and they begin to read the Bible and stuff and think they have knowledge and think they have understanding, and they don't at all because they can't line this Bible up and everything, man. But all the prophets spoke about this darkness, man. Right?
Yep.
So let's get another one on now.
You want me to get that Joel 2:2?
Yeah, you can start at 1 if you want to.
Okay, give them the full context of it. This is Joel chapter 2, starting at verse 1. Blow ye the trumpet in Zion, and sound the alarm in my holy mountain. That all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of the Lord cometh, for it is nigh at hand. A day of darkness and of gloominess, a day of clouds and of thick darkness, as the morning spreadeth upon the mountains. A great people and strong, there have not seen ever the like, neither shall be any more after it, even to the years of many generations.
So help me understand when the Lord returned from what Christianity teaches is it's going to be a great day when the Most High sent his son. The Bible does not say that at all. The prophets will tell you it's going to be dark, gloomy. The clouds going to be full with thick darkness. Where is they getting this that it's going to be a glorious day when Hamashiach shall return? It don't say that.
It sure don't.
This darkness is going to have fear all over the face like never before, like was brought out, man, to the point where you're going to be like, damn, man, I'm looking for death and can't even find it.
That's right. Hey, I got a precept to add to that, to what you were saying. This is Amos 5:18. It says, woe unto them that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light.
Right.
And they be in church, they be you be thinking that it's a glory day. Oh, when the saints come marching in, and they be like, the day of the Lord is, they be like, if they waiting for the day of the Lord, but it literally tells you there in Amos. He said, you don't want that day. It said, woe, it said destruction. Woe unto them. It is that desire the day of the Lord. Because, hey, do you know how you're gonna? It's basically saying, do you know how you're gonna come out on that day?
So I'm back, y'all. And I got a precept to go with that as well. Talking about the day of the Lord. That's the day of darkness, right? Right. This is Isaiah 13. I'm gonna start at 9. It says, behold, the day of the Lord cometh, cruel, both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it. For the stars of heaven and the constellations thereof shall not give their light. The sun shall be darkened in his going forth, and the moon shall not cause her light to shine. And I will punish the world for their evil, and the wicked for their iniquity, and I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease, and will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible. Yes, it's all over the Bible. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Before the Lord comes, it's going to be a day of darkness. It's going to be wrath and fierce anger. It's vengeance,
That's right.
Damn. I'm going to land back off that. That's a good precept right there.
That is.
Definitely going to land back off that one. We'll go to Zephaniah 1 and 15, 16, and 17 to ride off my Sunday, because we describing and we showing what the day of darkness is, man. Try to clear out all that confusion of it's only going to be lasting for this amount of considerable time and then it's going to be over. Nah, man. Let's read what the Bible says, man, and let's get a good description of what that darkness is, man. Right? Because a lot of people need to unlearn this. And like I said, brothers and sisters, make sure y'all precept y'all Bibles up. And these kings bringing out these precepts so you can meditate on them day and night. Right?
Mm-hmm. Hey, Chief, you mind if we start up at 14?
Sure. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yes, right. My fault. Yeah, you're right. You got it.
No, I want people to see this.
You got that. You're right. You got
it. This is Zephaniah 1 and 14. It says, the great day of the Lord is near. It is near and hasteth greatly. Even the voice of the day of the Lord. The mighty men shall cry there bitterly.
That's crazy, man. Mm-hmm. They bitterly crying. My goodness, your so-called strong man that's, masculinity talking about, hey, we kings on this earth because we own this, own that, gonna be crying bitterly.
That's right.
Man, knowing exactly what's coming and what's supposed to take place, right?
Verse 15. That day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble and distress, a day of wasteness and desolation, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness. That's that darkness again.
There's that darkness again, man. It said it keeps, it keep emphasizing thick darkness. Like, what is this thick darkness, man? You already said darkness, a day of darkness and gloominess. Then you saying the clouds in a thick darkness, even thicker.
Like it's a day of the trumpet and alarm against the fenced cities and against the high towers.
Everything gonna come under submission on this thing. Ain't nothing gonna be without this darkness covering it. Swallowing that thing whole, man.
Verse 17. And I will bring distress upon men that they shall walk like blind men, because they have sinned against the Lord. And their blood shall be poured out as dust, and their flesh as the dung.
Hey, no mercy. No mercy. No mercy at all is coming. All praises to the Most High, man. You know what? This is a wake-up call for Israel. This is a wake-up call for Israel not to sin against the Most High, man, but come back to his laws, statutes, and commandments so we won't have to worry about getting our flesh done like this, man.
That's right. Verse 18. Neither their silver nor their gold shall be able to deliver them in the day of the Lord's wrath. Shoot, you think you storing up your riches?
It ain't gonna save you.
It ain't gonna save you. Not in that day.
Have all the money, wealth, it's not saving you, man.
That's right. But the whole land shall be devoured by the fire of his jealousy. For he shall make even a speedy riddance of all them that dwell in the land.
What is they talking about? The Most High don't know what hate is. He don't kill. He don't do none of this stuff, man. What do you call this right here?
He all love.
He's all love. That's what they teach, and that's a big problem with this these churches around here on these blocks with Christianity teaching the people that he's just so much love, and we can sit here and read the Bible, read what's in the Bible, and it clearly shows you that when the Most High come, it ain't going to be no lovey-dovey when he comes.
It isn't.
Blood is going to be spilled. It's going to be shed. But yet they can skip past these precepts and say, no, the day of darkness is not going to happen. It's not. As long as we can come together and hold hands, we're good. But the Bible is against that, man. The day of the Lord and this thick darkness that's coming, it ain't going to be like it is at nighttime here with the stars. The stars won't give their light. The sun won't. The moon won't.
Right. All right. Hey, just let me back on everything you're talking about, I guess, and to pretty much add a little point to it, because we were talking about this in the beginning, like the importance that we gather ourselves together. That goes into the second verse, because think about that. The second chapter, just like the first chapter, just told you it's going to be a day of darkness. All this evil is going to be upon you, and then like it's hitting the next chapter 2 and 1. It said, "Gather yourselves together, yea, gather together, O nation not desired. Before the decree bring forth, before the day pass as the chaff, before the fierce anger of the Lord come upon you,
Dang.
before the day of the Lord's anger come upon you.
Right.
He basically gave you the warning. He said, the word of the Lord came by Zephaniah, and he warned the people, hey, this is what's going to happen, and this is why it's going to happen. So what's that like it? Let me give you the thing that's going to fix this. It's you coming together. Like it's holding each other accountable, and like it's and keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments. That's going to stay off this anger from you.
Because the only way we can come together is on one accord, keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. Because
right,
I'm a blood, you a crip. I'm a vice lord, you a GD. Right. I'm a man, you a woman. I'm, you know what I mean? All of these differences we have and that were created. You know what I mean? These social constructs. I'm light skin, you dark skin. I'm, you know what I mean? From here, I'm you from there. All of this stuff, you know what I mean, is put in place to divide us. But the Lord said, forget about that. Come together as Israelites. You know what I mean? Before I come and destroy this world. You know what I mean? Because he's taking his people, the ones that are keeping the law. You know, you on the outskirts and stuff, you in trouble.
Well, that's a beautiful point too, man. Because as long as we keep the laws and statutes and commandments, we don't need to worry about what's happening on the outside, what church people saying when they see us on these YouTube videos, or they see us on these online, or they see us on the streets and stuff. We keep the law because we have the light.
That's right.
We keep the law. Right. That the ones that don't keep the law, the Most High ain't dealing with them, man. No, these people are going to be in trouble on that dark and gloomy day. Yahweh Shai, all the prophets kept the law. Every last one of them,
and we can also, you know, parallel that to the first darkness that we were reading about in Exodus, when it was thick darkness, but the Israelites had light.
That's a great point.
Hezekiah, can you get that? What is that? Proverbs 6 and
23
and 23.
Yes, sir. Please. Because like King just went into, you know, we got the light. So when the thick darkness comes on the world, that's the whole point of this lie. When the thick darkness comes on the whole world, which means, you know, even that it's already here, which is lawlessness that we were saying.
That's right.
You know, that's going back into Genesis 1, where it says the earth was void and form, and darkness is upon the face of the deep. There was no law.
That's right.
That's right. That's right.
There's no law. There's no order. There's no order to things. The Most High was just now started to put things in place.
Mm-hmm. And he raised up Adam to be that light, the one that bring the light to everybody. You know what I mean?
Con. All right, I got that Proverbs 6 and 23.
You got it.
All right. It's Proverbs 6:23. For the commandment is a lamp. And the law is light.
The law is light. That light that we're going to have that's going to illuminate us, and everybody else going to be in deep darkness, dying for whatever reasons and all of this. We're going to have the light that, like you brother said, that's going to keep us in order. You know what I mean? That's going to keep us in the grace, the good grace of the Most High. You know, we have to have that order. We have to have that light, which is the law.
That's right.
That's what's going to. So when we come together, that's when we're going to have that light, the law. We have to come together under the light, under the law. You know what I mean? That's a beautiful way to put them things together, you know, breaking this thing down to darkness.
And that's a great point when you said about us, you know, having a light, man, because I got one too. I want to land me back off on that Esther 9.
Okay.
Esther 9, 8 and 16. Esther 8 and 16 to land me back off on that, man. That's a good point, man. That law is the light, man. And that's the very thing that's going to save us, definitely from the pit. That's going. Where do y'all remember that precept where Job says, "Save me from the pit, and I should be saved until the and I should see your light." I think it's. Let's get that Esther real quick. I'll find it in a minute. Man. I think that was a beautiful.
What was that in Esther again? 9,
8 and 16. 8 and 16.
8 and 16. 8 and 16. Salakia. This is 8. This is Esther 8 and verse 16. The Jews had light and gladness and joy and honor.
The Jews had light. He told you we had light.
Right. Everybody didn't have it. Hey, the Lord stingy with that light too.
That's it. Hey,
I mean, that's going into Psalm 147, 19 and 20. He said he gave the word to Jacob. You know what I mean?
Right.
Laws, commandments. He's stingy with that light. He don't get a light to everybody. You know?
Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
That's why Yahweh said, "Ye are the light of the world." Not like he didn't say everybody the light of the world.
Right.
Yeah.
You gonna be the light to the Gentiles. Well, why can't the Gentiles have their own light? They give me some
That's
light.
Right. That's right.
Nah, the Lord said you gonna be the light to the Gentiles.
That's
you know what I mean? Not that they had a light, but you, if they got light, it's gonna be because you there. You know what I mean?
That's a great point, man. I wonder why they don't say that. Like, why did the Lord have to say that y'all going to be the light to the Gentiles? Why didn't he give them their own light? That's a great point.
Right. And
I would like to see.
My bad.
Go ahead.
Now, I was just going to say, if you in the chat and you following, you understanding that, well, again, the law is light. The light is law. So if we're going to be a light to the Gentiles, that means we're going to be the law to the Gentiles.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you're following. I just want to make that point. Go ahead and finish, Ken.
That's good. That's a great point. It falls right in place. It's funny how they try to eliminate and change the whole narrative of the story now. They want to make sure they say, when you hear them say, "Now I send you as a light unto the Gentiles," that includes all of us now. We all, the Lord, like Cap said, stingy with that light. He could have gave that to every nation on the planet. He could have said every last one of y'all. And you don't find no precepts from what we pulling into to show them. Keep in mind, the day of the Lord's return is going to be darkness, but guess who's going to have the light? Guess who's going to be shining at that time? And that was a great point too of Exodus 10 and 23, because it says the light said the Gentile, the light of was the dwelling place of the, what did it say? Let me get that. I want to paraphrase it. Let me read that, because what happened was, in that day of darkness, they had the light as the Most High brought them out, brought them straight out, because they had, like we just read that. But let me get that. I want to mess up. I paraphrase that. Exodus 10, and I started. I'm gonna get straight over to the point, because that light is very big, man. That's light. It says 23. They saw not one another, neither rose any from his place for 3 days, but all the children of Israel had light in their dwellings. Right after this, the Lord brought them out, because they had the light, right? And then he brought them out. So if the Lord did it for them back then, and we know in Malachi 3:6 he said he changed not, he's going to do it again. Right. He's going to do it again to the light, to the children of Israel. They hold that light. That's why it's important we understand what this law means and everything, isn't it? And why it's important that we embed it in our lives, man, because that day of darkness is coming.
Let me just make a real quick point on that too. Just like we was talking about in Exodus, where the Israelites had the light in their dwelling, but all the Egyptians, they were deep darkness with them. You know, the Israelites in that book, when we were in Egypt, we lived in Goshen because we were herdsmen and cattlemen, and you know, they put us to our own. We had our own little spot, right? Majority of us, I'd say at least. And same thing here. We in the projects. We in the these different areas where they gentrifying areas, and now they moving in and they putting us over here. But wherever we go, that light gonna be with us. You know what I mean?
Right.
They just that light gonna be with us. You know, like you said, the same way he did it then, same way he gonna do it now. Okay.
And that's a beautiful point, man, because when that day of darkness comes, light always exceeded darkness, and there's a reason why that the Most High given us and made us to be the light, man. So I want to throw one precept in there too, man. God got on there with that darkness real quick, man, because it's very important, man. If we get that law back, we the light. We the light. We're gonna be taken care of when the Most High comes. Right. This is Ecclesiastes 2 and 13. Then I saw the wisdom excelleth fully, as far as light exceedeth darkness. Right. The Lord always had that light, man. Especially that's what he made Israel from, is that light, man. That's embedded in us, man. We shouldn't even be walking around trying to trade it in for darkness, man. And that's the whole part of it, man. Our people don't even want, they like, man, I love it over in darkness, then I like it in that lie. I'd rather believe a lie than to believe a truth. How long has this lie been going on for us, man, that we dark? You know, they call us a black African Americans. That goes right along in with it. You black Israelites, man. Yeah. And here we are talking about darkness covering the earth when the moment. Boy, these dogs are serious, man.
That's right.
Yeah, they are.
They try to give us the connotation of being dark, like it can contrasted to them being white or light.
Like, yeah, they the light, they the standard. Right. They're the law. You know what I mean? Yeah, wicked. And they so subtle with it. Just like how they just give us the picture of Christ, but it don't matter. But they show us the picture, and you showing us a lot. You know what I mean?
That's
Without
right.
actually verbally saying it, but you're in all the movies. You know what I mean? But it don't really matter though. You know, they're real cunning. You know, just like this circle.
Definitely.
Let me get 2 precepts real quick.
Okay.
Oh, that's right, sis. You said what she say?
They
love darkness because they're Jesus. That's right. That's right. That's what I'm gonna bring out too, right here, real quick. I'm gonna get 2 precepts. I'm gonna get Psalm 147, 19 and 20. Since I mentioned it, just want to show that, you know, again, this light, the testimonies, the law, all of that was only given to one group of people.
That's right. That's right.
Let's not get that confused. And then I'll get that one. Hezekiah, give me John 1 and 5, Baba Kashai.
John 1 and 5. I got you.
Yeah, I'm gonna start at Psalm. This is Psalm chapter 147, verse 19 and 20. He showeth his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. He hath not dealt so with any nation. And as for his judgments, they have not known them. Praise ye the Lord. So the Lord is not dealing with everybody with that light. Everybody not getting that light. You know what I mean? That's for his elect. That's for his people. You know,
only for his people.
Only. And that's out of that's the word of the Lord. That ain't no. That's coming out of the Bible. I mean, you know?
Amos 3 and 2 tell you that. Okay. Like ye only have I known of all the nations of the earth.
Of all the nations, you the only one I know. That really, those 2 scriptures would kill a whole bunch of different arguments. I mean, it's like, you just stop it right there, man. Hold on.
Right.
Explain that though. He said you the only, and we know he don't change. You the only family I know. So if he don't know, you Italian, right? You say your daddy, he don't know you. How are you telling me about the gospel?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's a cut.
Yeah.
Like
that's cut. I know the most High probably be sitting there. Yahweh shall probably be sitting there like, bro, just sit there on that. Stop moving from that point. You know what I mean? You tell him, hey man, you know what I mean? You got the tools. Sit there and use it. Stop. You know what I mean?
Wow.
And that's what we got to do is lean on the points that he gave us. We got to go real deep.
Hey, I'm gonna use chief. I'm gonna use chief words as a mic drop.
It's a mic drop.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm
gonna roll that thing. You know what I mean? I'm gonna roll that thing like a pole. Dude,
yeah. That's a beautiful Shalom. That's a beautiful point, man. Right? Mm-hmm. That'll destroy a lot of these false doctrines that's going on. But as we've been bringing out this darkness, man, and did you read that next one you had?
No, not yet. It's got you got that one.
No, I got you. I got that in John 1, and can I jump up to 4 before you?
Yes, I was going to ask you that. Yeah, appreciate it.
Yeah. Let me jump up to 4, because we up here talking about the word. This is the word of God, like we're talking about, and it says, "In Him was life, and the life was the light of men."
Mm-hmm.
Like and the light shineth in darkness. And the darkness comprehended it not.
And the darkness couldn't comprehend.
Think about that. You know, it has to be talking about the law.
No, that's
it has to be talking about law. Because who don't went in a room with the light on and be like, what is this? Who looking around? What is this brightness in here? Nah,
right.
That's not what it's talking about.
Nah.
It has to be talking about the law. It said the darkness, the lawlessness, those lawless ones didn't understand what that light is. They couldn't understand it.
AKA Christians.
Right.
Lawlessness.
Oh, you know they don't like when you say that.
I'm just keeping it real.
They keep the law of Christ.
Man. And like he made up his own law. I ain't here to do my own will. That's what he said.
That's right. My will is the will of my Father, the doctrine. Yeah,
that's right. That's at John
Cool.
17.
That's a good precept too, man. To follow up with what we're talking about the laws being the light, and that's going to protect us in the day of the darkness, right? So what Cap brought up, man, I'm gonna go to precept real quick that goes right along with that. Is John 12, 34, 35, and 36. It's actually going to break down the very thing that we've been talking about tonight. It's going to put it all in one perspective for us, man, which I think is really amazing by the Most High Spirit, man.
Okay.
No, I got you. Starting at 34.
34.
All right, this is John 12 and 34. The people answered him, "We have heard out of the law that Christ abideth forever. And how sayest thou, the Son of Man must be lifted up?"
You're going to see who the Son of Man. He's the law. He's the light. That's why you heard about it. You read about it. You heard about it in the law. Right now, he's going to respond and tell you, right?
Who is this Son of Man? Then Yahushua said unto them, Yet a little while is the light with you. Walk while ye have the light, lest darkness come upon you. For he that walketh in darkness knoweth not whither he goeth.
I believe General was telling you that earlier about walking in, and you can't just, if you don't cut on, you won't know where you're going, where you at without having some kind of light on, right? But it's actually showing you a depiction of who that light is, because Christ said, if you abide in me, you abide in my Father, the one who sent me. So we know that we are the light because he is the light, right? This is point blank, as they starting from 34 and saying, we heard in the law. We're showing you that when that day of darkness come, unless you have the law, which is the light, right? You will not be saved on that day of darkness, man. You too will be sitting there holding your hands up, looking crazy, saying what is going on, and have to experience all that. Keep on going on that, Dr. Shah.
Verse 36. While ye have light, believe in the light, that ye may be the children of light.
That's a cut for you.
Yeah.
I mean, Cap brought that out earlier and told you, hey, why couldn't he stingy you with the light? Why didn't he just give the Gentiles their own light? Here he is saying, you are the children of the light. He's not talking to everyone right there.
Oh,
man,
I got a precept when y'all. Did you
go ahead? Go ahead.
And just to bring it full circle, because in that John, what is that, John 1 and 5 or 1 and 4, it said that. Can you read that one more time for me?
Let me pull that real quick. John 1 and verse. Oh, that's Luke. Verse 4. In him was life, and the life was the light of men.
Come. So it said in him, in Mashiach, in Christ was life, and that life was the light of men. Like we said, we understand that light is the law.
That's right.
We understand Christ is the word of the Most High. The word of the Most High is the law. Anything that the Most High says is law. You know what I mean? Is and we understand that Christ was the law. He was the embodiment of the law. It said in Christ was life, and the life was the light of men. Meaning the law was in Christ, and it was the light of men. Men could understand how to go, where to go when you got Christ in you. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna get just a real quick precept on that one, just to bring it together. It says, this is the book of Baruch, chapter 4 and 1. This is the book of the commandments of the Most High, and the law that endureth forever. All they that keep it shall come to life, but such as leave it shall die. So remember, it said in him was life, and that life was the light, the law of men. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's all full circle. The life, the light, and Christ. All of that is talking about the law.
That's right.
And if you got it, if you got Christ in you, you got life, you got the light. You know what I mean? You're not going to be walking around here saying that you're having Christ in you, but you're not keeping the law.
That's right.
Keeping the law, you got Christ in it. It's all the same thing.
That's right.
That's life. If you keep the commandments, you get life. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's and to let me back on that too. We got to fellowship as light with light. It even says that in the Bible.
That's right.
What does light have to do? Did you still not general at first? What is that? 1 John 1 and 7.
So you want 1 John?
Yeah, I think it's 1 John 1 and 7 that says that even in the Bible that we the light, so we gotta fellowship with one another, man.
I'm right.
That all goes with everything we was talking about today, man. That's gonna be a beautiful, beautiful lineup.
Yeah, I got a precept right after that.
I do too.
Yeah.
I was digging around for. I was like, where that precept?
Where you going to 2 Corinthians?
No, I've got I got Ephesians and Thessalonians.
Come, I got second. Okay.
This is 1 John 1:7. Oh, can I jump up to 6?
Do it. Oh
Got it. Okay, this is 1 John 1:6. If we say that we have fellowship with him and walk in darkness, we lie and do not the truth.
Right.
Wow.
Mm.
That's big time. That's big time. We got a fellowship. We got to come out. We got to be a part of a body. We got to.
Right. Verse 7. But if we walk in the light as he is in the light, we have fellowship one with another. And the blood of Yahushua Mashiach, his son, cleanseth us from all sin.
Remember, the light is law. Remember, to replace light with law. You know what I mean?
Right.
If we walking in the law, then his blood cleanses us. If we doing what he told us to do, his blood cleanses. Oh, beautiful. That's
beautiful.
Beautiful. Hey, I had a precept just to talk about that because we were talking about light and that we are children of the light, and I just wanted to bring it out just to staple it in there because they like to say Paul likes to teach things contrary.
Yes, to what Christ.
I want to nail it down that just let the people know. Hey, Paul, he knew about the light.
Mm-hmm.
He walked in the light.
That's right.
Like they be trying to make it sound like Paul was a lawless man.
Yeah.
He like, he went to the he when he with the Jews, he do what they do, but when he over here with the heathen, he do like the heathen,
Right.
Man. So I had to bring this out. This is Ephesians 5:8. It said, For ye were sometimes darkness, but now are ye light in the Lord. Walk as children of the light.
Wow.
Like it's for the fruit of the spirit is in all goodness and righteousness and truth.
That's right.
Like right. He's commanding us. Well, he's more admonishing us to go ahead and since we are the light, we are the children of the light. We should be walking in the light.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to nail that down with 1 Thessalonians 5:5. Actually, I'm going to do it at 4. Start at 4. But ye brethren are not the darkness. So he's telling you, you are not the darkness. That day should overtake you as a thief. Ye are children of the light.
That's right.
The children of the day. We are not of the night, the darkness, nor of darkness. Like it's. We are the children of light. So he's saying, hey, you are the light of the world. Don't be walking in this darkness. Don't even bring in your mind to be darkness.
Lawlessness.
Right.
Lawlessness. That's, you know what I mean? Darkness, lawlessness, light, law.
Right.
Commandments. Beautiful.
And that's just using the Bible. That's what's so beautiful. You can use the Bible to talk about the Bible and to prove the things with the Bible. I don't have to go to the dictionary like this and be like, I don't know what that means. He gave us understanding when he gave us what Isaiah 28. He said precept gonna be upon precept.
That's right.
So you're gonna have it like here a little and there a little, and it's gonna be able to tie everything in, like Chief be saying, like yes, you put the pieces of the puzzle together.
Right. Yeah, I do. Right.
Kind of. Let me get my one in there. I got 2 Corinthians chapter 6 and verse number. I'm gonna start at 14. Just to land back. It says, be ye not unequally yoked together with unbelievers. For what fellowship hath righteousness with unrighteousness? And what communication hath light with darkness? That's right. He called them unbelievers. They don't believe the law. They don't believe. Don't be yoked up with them. You know what I mean? Don't get into a you know what I mean, relationship with people that don't believe. Nothing wrong with going to, you ministering to people and doing this and that, but don't connect yourself, whether it's contractually, spiritually, even with your flesh, they don't keep the law. Come on, man. They're unbelievers. The Lord said we don't fellowship with them.
Wow. You see how the law works, man? It's amazing because in this little reading that we're doing right now, man, how General just talked about Paul, and then how Cap just said don't have no connection with darkness. So Paul couldn't have been in darkness because that light came to him. And we can get that in Acts 9 and 3. So we can just show you that if Paul was not an Israelite, other nation whatsoever, this light would not have come to him in Acts 9:3 on down. And show you that Christ is the light. Exactly what Cap just brought. We ain't supposed to have fellowship with people who in darkness, man, and hoping that we can change. We can't change nobody. If they not of the house of Israel, man, and their hearts not willfully and humbled enough to pick up the laws and keep them, we can't change their hearts.
Right. That's right.
Right. Hey, but let's show. Go ahead, guy.
I just wanted, like, how you were saying that, how both of y'all were saying that. You were talking about Cap came with like his, hey, you can't be with one and like this and be the other. You can't be with light and they'll deal with darkness. How can two walk together unless they be in agreement with one another? But that just shows you that the Most High, he's a separatist too.
Right.
He like this. He separated like you can't put light and darkness together and make some kind of mix of it. It's either gonna be more light or more darkness. It's either one or the other. They can't occupy the same space. You either have to have light or you gotta have darkness.
That's right.
That just tells you that the Most High don't play. Like when he said, "I'd rather you be hot or cold, not to be lukewarm, because I'll spew you from my mouth." He said literally saying, he said, if you being wicked, I got a way to deal with you like this, and then if you being righteous, I got a way to deal with you. But you trying to mix both of them? You trying to put them together? Now I put them apart for a reason. He said, you know what? I ain't even gonna fool you with you. Like this, you ain't made up your mind. Done.
I'll make it up for you.
Right.
Man. Yeah, I got something for you. Good gracious.
Man, that's a beautiful point, man. That's humbling. That's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful breakdown, General, man. Right?
Con, what you call that one in Acts?
It was Acts 9 and
3. 9 and 3.
I got you. This is Acts 9, starting at verse 3. And as he journeyed, this is talking about Saul, by the way. Just anybody that don't know this story is talking about. This is talking about Saul before. This is about Saul before he turned to Paul.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so start at verse 3. And as he journeyed, he came near Damascus, and suddenly there shined around about him a light from heaven.
Did y'all catch that? A light from heaven. So we're gonna find out who that light is, right? All praise to the Most High.
Kind. Verse 4. And he fell to the earth and heard a voice saying unto him, Saul, Saul, why persecutest thou me? And he said, who art thou, Lord? And the Lord said, I am Yahushua, whom thou persecutest. It is hard for thee to kick against the pricks.
He said, I'm Yahushua. That light that came to Paul. I'm Yahushua.
From heaven.
Right? From heaven. All praise to the Most High. So quit trying to run to Paul, man, and trying to use Paul's teachings, man, to go against the Most High Son, what he did when he was on earth. Please stop. That light that we spoke about earlier, it was not given to all other nations. It was not given to all other people. That only light that you see and you reading about, y'all getting this edification light, is in Israel.
That's right.
All praises to the Most High, man. And Paul was an Israelite and always will be.
I be forgetting his name was Saul. That's his like his given name, but I be forgetting that.
Yeah, and you know what's so weird about that? Saul was called in the Old Testament like this, and then went off. And now you got Saul that went off, and now he glorified.
Got righteous. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Man.
Dang.
It just went around a full circle.
God,
Man,
God.
that's beautiful. But
Beautiful.
Paul, go ahead.
Nah, I was just gonna say before we wrap it up, and we don't even, it's kind of like beating a dead horse. We did go down and break down, main thing is, brethren, don't worry about a dark day of darkness. I'm gonna bring out a precept, but I'm not gonna say don't worry about it. The day of darkness, the day of the Lord is gonna be a terrible thing, and even the righteous are gonna be afraid, but you keeping the laws to the best of your ability, you got the faith in Hamashiach Yahweh Shai, we still calling on him for his grace. The Bible says that we should be in a good place,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he said even the righteous are going to scarcely be saved. So where the sinner going to be? You know what I mean? So it's best to keep these commandments to the best you can. Keep these commandments. And I'm gonna get one more. I'm gonna get talking about that darkness and light. I'm gonna get Isaiah 60 real quick, chapter 1. Verse 1 through 3.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good precept.
Yeah.
It says, "Arise, shine, for your light is come, and the glory of the Lord is risen upon you. For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people. But the Lord shall arise upon you, and his glory shall be seen upon you. And the Gentiles shall come to your light, and kings to the brightness of your rising." And that's because we're keeping the law. We're coming back to the law.
That's right.
He says, "For your light is come, and the glory of the Lord is risen upon you." That's because of the law, So
that's right.
Man, yeah, I think we could say, we went through that, the 3 days of darkness. That's in Exodus, but we focus on his light. We are children of the light.
That's right. Kind.
I got a precept just to kill this with that doctrine thing about this these days of darkness, as you brought up with that Wikipedia. Hey, that was self-revelation.
Yeah.
they made that up. They just like, that sounds good. I'm gonna teach that on Sunday. Gonna make them open up their pockets. They're gonna they be wanting to thank the Lord with their pockets on that day. But let me bring it out. 2 Timothy 4 and 3. It says, "For the time will come when they will not endure sound doctrine." Like if they don't even endure, they can't even endure the first things, the doctrine that Yahweh gave, the doctrine that Moses gave. Like they can't even endure that, right?
Milk.
Right, the milk of it. "But after their own lust shall they heap to themselves teachers having itching ears." Because it sounds good. People will be like, "Yes, oh, I heard about this 3 days of darkness," and then they'll want to start spreading it to everybody, and then it got you curious. But the things that we should be focused on are the sound doctrine that we have already been given.
Right.
That's right.
I just wanted to bring that out because I thought that just hit my spirit. I'm like, that's important to let the people know that there's going to be people out here talking about different doctrines here and there. And then you hear about it and you're like, I really want to know about this. And but you have to remember this verse. You first got to endure sound doctrine. Mm-hmm. And then when you endure that, then you'll be like, how me and the brothers were sitting there, and we're like, you know anything about some 3 days of darkness? Like, I don't know nothing about that. Yeah. Like, hey, I'm gonna have to look into this. And brothers be studying. Yeah. Brothers be in their Bible, and we were like, man, I don't see that. You see that verse? Somebody give you a verse on that? I'm like, nah, I ain't heard nothing about that. It's because we keep ourselves grounded in this word, that when we hear these things, we can say by the Spirit, nah, I don't know about that. I'm like, you're gonna have to show me something to show me how you came to this conclusion. But all praises got brothers that are studied, that really want to come out here and teach you what the Bible say, and make sure that you stay clear of things like this. So now, like after we done went through this, now you they'll come to you with that 3 days of darkness doctrine. You like, that's not even in the Bible.
Mm.
And they were like, well, let me show you. You're like, you gonna go to Exodus? They're like, yeah, I was gonna go. I'm like, then what's the other prophecy for that?
Yeah.
Well, I heard, and that's all they got.
That's it. And
That's
we just showed that it's what is it? Private interpretation.
No private
That's
interpretation.
right.
Private revelation. But yeah, family, you know, even when it comes to this doctrine or any other ones, like the brother just said, even with anything, you know, because there is going to be a famine of the word as well. We may not always be there. The internet may not always be there. There may not always be somebody on the street corner, regardless of who it is. If you got this sword and you got to get this light in your you got to get this. Oh, this is a good one. You got to get the word in you, especially the law, the milk. You got to have the milk. And when we say milk or law, we're talking about the first 5 books of the Bible, also known as the Torah. You know, Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy. You got to have that in there. Those are the instructions. It's the cheat code for the Israelites, and it keeps us, you know, from certain things. So when the mark of the beast come out, keep the law. You know what I mean? When this doctrine or that doctrine come out, are you keeping the law? Because that's the only thing that's going to, and the faith in Hamashiach. You know, most of us got faith, or we wouldn't even be in this Bible. But are you keeping the law? You know what I mean? And that's what's going to determine if you go to the right hand or to the left, or you stay on that straight and narrow path. And I just got one precept.
That's great point. Great point.
Great
point. The Most High. Isaiah 8:20. It says, "To the law and to the testimony, if they speak not according to this word, it is because there is no light in them." There go that light again. It said to the law, the first 5 books, and the testimony is the Tanakh, the rest of the Old Testament. He said, if they don't speak according to what the prophets or the law says, then it ain't no light in them. Ain't no law in them.
That's
you know, you can't see where you're going. You don't need to follow them. It's darkness. If it ain't light, it's dark. You know what I mean? Lawlessness.
That's right.
Yeah.
Great point.
All praise to the Most High.
Yeah. All
praises.
Con.
That's a beautiful breakdown tonight, brother.
Oh yeah.
I
agree.
It's fun.
Yeah,
it was.
I agree. All praise to the Most High.
Good edification to the people around and stuff, man. Because you know YouTube is going crazy about the 3 days and everything, man. So hopefully this be some good edification for them, right?
Con.
Hey, let me do a shout out real quick, y'all. You want to do some shout outs? Let me see that. Let me say that. I'll get in this.
Right.
Let me see how can I scroll up? I don't know, something else.
Yeah, you.
Computer.
If you can, I can scroll up.
Yeah, if you don't mind, Baba Kashai.
Yeah, I'll start. Going to start from the beginning.
Con.
All right, I got you. Here we go.
Con, shout out the daughter of Sarah for joining in the chat. You know what I mean? Hey, she was the early bird. Hope she got the worm. All praises. Shout out to the sister Hannah. You know what I mean? Shout out to the sister Hannah in the chat. You know what I mean? The faithful. Look at brother Reggie. Shout out to the brother. Peace and blessings. King. You know what I mean? Shout out to the brother Bill. It's always good to hear from brother Bill. Brother Bill is active in the chat. You know what I mean? Sammy T in the chat. All praise to the Most High. You know what I mean? Shout out to Sammy T and sister Deborah. My beloved sister there. Shout out to Sister Sunshine.
Shine.
Shout out to the squad in the chat. You know,
always.
Yeah. Hey, the squad don't miss. And brother LaBella, you know what I mean? From the foundation. All praise to the Most High. All praise to the Most High for everybody in the chat. Sister Shiloh Taylor.
I think that's our last one right there.
Come. Hey, that's enough. Shoot, I need some little water, man. All that talking. Shout out to the family and all the brothers and sisters, the brethren in the chat, everybody that will see the live, later on or whenever. You know, peace and blessings to the 12 tribes that are scattered abroad.
That's right. Man, it's beautiful to have us all gathered together. You know, my favorite verse. My favorite verse.
Yeah.
It's Sirach 25:1. I'm gonna read it real quick.
You got it.
Hey, y'all gonna have it stuck in y'all head. I always go here because I think it's beautiful together. Every time I think about gathering with our people, I just like, man, this is so beautiful. Like it's even if it's just like one brother come to camp. Hey, it's beautiful.
Right.
Look, we got like hey, we got the trees of righteousness and one attentive ear. All praises.
Hey, it is what it right. All praises.
Right. Hey, this is Sirach 25:1. In three things I was beautified and stood up beautiful both before God and men. The unity of brethren, the love of neighbors, and a man and a wife that agree together. Beautiful. That's what my heart be saying. Like my heart goes straight to that verse all the time. That and us gathering together. What is that in? Is it Psalms? Is that Psalms 133? 133. Yep, 133 and 1. All right, let me grab that real quick.
And that is a beautiful thing. We already the brotherhood up here. You know what I mean? We just come together and blend in. You know what I mean? Forgetting about we don't even, we might not have known each other, and haven't seen each other in a long time, but we come together as family. And then we got the beautiful daughters of Sarah in the chat, our ribs in the chat, our children in the chat, our brothers. You know what I mean?
Right.
Man, it's just a beautiful thing. Yeah,
so beautiful.
This is a community,
and that's what we're trying to build. We're trying to bring that back. Psalms 133 and 1. Behold, how good and how pleasant is it for brethren to dwell together in unity.
Right.
It is like the precious ointment upon the head that ran down upon the beard, even Aaron's beard, that went down to the skirts of his garment. That's beautiful. Man, if you know anything about that, how they made the oil, the Most High had directions. He didn't just say, yeah, just find me some oil, pour it on his head. He's blessed now. Like these churches be doing that. Man, he had different things he put in there. He's like, oh, put some calamus in here, put some hyssop, put this, that, all these beautiful fragrance. And then he poured it on Aaron's head and it just ran down. And as it's going down, you get that feeling running down and it's covering you, and then you get all the smells. Yeah. Like he probably like, man, this smell good.
Right. It did. Hey, like the brothers be selling that oil. Yeah. Aaron started that. You know what I mean? Yeah, Moses and Aaron. Hey. But yeah, and anybody couldn't. I was just reading that the other day. Anybody couldn't certain oil. Anybody couldn't you couldn't just put that on anybody either.
That's right. That's right. And that's how the Most High. The Most High has a special people. He be doing special things for. Man, that's why he's always called the God of Israel.
That's right.
It says he's the God of the world. He's the God of all flesh because he has power over all flesh.
Right.
But you only hear his name attached to his people.
That's right. What a blessing. What a blessing. All praises to the Most High for that thing, man. Blessed. All praises to the Most High.
All praises, man.
You got any announcements?
We got Passover coming up.
What is that? April 21st at evening.
Yep, it's right around the corner.
Yeah. We our next live probably next week. We're gonna start. It's probably about that time to start going into getting the leaven out. Just certain things that prepare us for the Feast of Unleavened Bread, Passover, whatnot. So be on the lookout for that next week. We got instructions coming up.
And also, if you don't have anywhere where you can take your clothing to get fringes on, or if you just want some fringes on your garments for Passover, I have I'll bring up on the screen real quick a place here in Knoxville where you can get it done. The place is called Sandra G's Alterations. Hopefully y'all can see that when it pops up. Let me get that off the screen right there. Sandra G's. It's right here on Kingston Pike. They're in a suite right behind. If you know where off of Kingston Pike where Soccer Tacos is, that's right next to Sucker Tacos. There's a little parking lot. You go back behind there. That's where Sandra G's is at. I guess she do excellent work. I have to say that. I went in there. I just brought in some. I brought in some fringes I got from Joann's, and I was like, I don't know how to get these on. She said, "How you want them?" I told her I wanted them around like this, and she figured out a way because I told her I was like, I want to have a split, so it like I ain't trying to struggle to put this shirt over my head with these fringes. Once you get that ribbon of blue, the bottom of your shirt ain't elastic anymore.
Right.
The bottom of your garment don't stretch anymore, so you have to kind of wrestle with it. I told her to put a split in it. She came up with a way to do it, made it real nice. That shirt done started to wax old, but hey, the fringe is still on it. The ribbon still work. Like it's the split, it's still there. It's not unraveling. I'm like, I give them props. What like she been in the business for a very long time. She know what she doing. She knows what she doing. So like hey, like I say right here, Tennessee, Georgia, Kentucky, Virginia. Hey, she moving around.
Dang,
but this is her site. I'll throw her site in the chat so y'all can look for yourself. But she does excellent work. She's an Israelite. She's not a practicing Israelite, but hey, she'll try to talk to you about the Bible a little bit if you want to talk to her about it. But hey, she a good sister though. Like and I always like to support our people. She might not be in the truth, but hey, let your light shine before the world, And next thing you know, she asked me, she said, "What is this about? Why are you putting that?" And I gave it to her. She's like, "Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to look into that." Yeah. Like hey, all you can do is plant the seed.
Right. And that's the beautiful thing about the fringes, man. You letting your light shine, it's gonna spark up that conversation. Many times it will, All praises. Hey, somebody for that, King. That's dope.
Praise. All praises, man. That's beautiful, man.
And Most High said, "Hey, just like this, give the people some resources until we can do it for ourselves. Like this, hey, let's get resources out for at least from our people. Let's keep like they say the black dollar don't circulate very long in the community, but let's help keep it a couple of minutes more.
God, I want to give another praise report for everybody, you know what I mean, coming back to health. Got brother Kobe out, we had a good time the other night. Got together, got something to eat, got in the scriptures with the brother, man. We had a great time and looking for many more times, Brother Kobe out the hospital. Chief Hezekiah is back feeling good. I'm feeling good, all praise to the Lord. We got the new year coming up, we got reasons to celebrate. Oh, praise to the Most. I look at the brother and look at the brother
him right there.
Look at the brother. There you go.
I got hop out. He said they done called me out. I gotta say something.
Right. I can see that brother doing that right now.
Yeah, God.
Yeah. Always a blessing to see the brother. Shout out Judy Jew, dearly beloved.
Shalom.
Man, look at that. The congregation growing and growing each day. Hey, if we can, if this word is touching you, hey, reach out to your brothers, congregate with us,
right?
We want you to be around us. We want you around. We want you to ask us questions. We want you to want to come to the feast days, like he said, like in Zephaniah, gather yourselves together, O nation not desired, before the day of the Lord's wrath, the Lord's anger be upon you. Right. We out here to save lives.
That's right. Yeah. You're giving us the instruction.
Yeah, so hit the Gmail. Shoot. Even if you just want to be like, hey brothers, I just want to kick it with y'all. I just want to do some fellowship. Right. Hey, I'll just tell you now, if you fellowship with us, better bring your Bible, because that's where we gonna be at.
That's right.
We always in it.
Out our Father's business.
Always, man.
Sister asked about the cash app.
Okay. I'll put that down at the bottom. Hey, ask then you shall receive.
Right. Come. So if it's on your heart, anybody's heart to give to the brothers, There's the Cash App there at the bottom going down there, $T.O.R 3 Trees Elect. That's with a Z, Trees Elect 144. You know what I mean? That's a Cash App. So, you know, we're looking forward to doing some great things coming up, you know, this spring, summer and everything. But ultimately, if you want to give alms, if you want to give charity, not just your money, your time, also, you know, food. We accept food and stuff like that, especially for the high holy days coming up. And also, like the brother went into, Hezekiah, the general said, you know, if you got clothes and stuff, old shoes, whatever, old bike, you know what I mean? Maybe we're going to get it. We're going to take this thing, you know what I mean? And actually give it to the poor. You can come with us, you know. We should start doing that probably, you know what I mean, once every so often. But, you know, that's what we look into getting charity. The Bible says charity covers a multitude of sins. So
that's right.
Yeah, if it's on your heart, there's our Gmail, the Cash App's there, you know, hit us up.
That's right. And you got anything, Chief? Anything I might have missed?
I covered it all.
Oh.
I hope Israel got that edification. And also, we'll do one too to ask the body to pray for Cap when he's leaving out just by tomorrow.
Oh yeah. Water. I will still be with the brothers in spirit, but yeah, I'm taking a little trip up the road. Be right back, most high willing. You know, so yeah, I appreciate the prayers. You know, traveling grace, but I'm still gonna be connected. You know what I mean, most high willing. So, you know, Cap ain't going too far.
That's right. I wanted to bring up also we got a new moon coming up. That it's not right around the corner, but it is. It's close because it's April 8th. Just like Kat was saying, hey, time is just flying. Time's flying. Start getting yourself together. Prepare yourself. We're gonna start coming up with classes that's gonna get you ready for these feast days coming up, especially Passover.
Yes,
man. Passover gonna be beautiful. That's all I gotta say. I had ideas and thoughts and stuff. I was like, man, I ain't gonna have time to do all that. I ain't gonna be able to do all that. You know, you got brothers that be thinking about how we can make things better for you, better for Israel. Like we ain't worried about ourselves. We worried about taking care of the flock.
That's right.
So we got new moon coming up. Like he said, it's gonna be the beginning of our new year. It's gonna be the month of Abib.
That's right.
We're gonna give you when the new moon comes out, we try to keep the community page with some information for you. Also, if you haven't done it already, go to the community page, get yourself the calendar. Take a screenshot of that bad boy. And if you can't take a screenshot of it or you're not familiar how to do that, hit the Gmail. We'll send you one.
Yeah.
We want our people to be informed.
So like that new moon is going to be the new year. So, you know, like we used to turn up in you know what I mean? In the world when we was in the world, you know what I mean? This is the new You
gotta turn up.
What you was doing, a young jock?
We turn it up for the Lord.
That's right. Hey, that's right. So that's coming up, you know.
Real quick, want to give a shout out to the sister for her donation, the water.
Water princess. All praise to the Most High.
Hey, any and everything, always it helped. Remember the parable of the lady with the it's not a penny, it was
2 mites.
The mites, that's what it is. She gave like this. She gave all she had, and you had all these people that had all this money. They probably gave monetarily as much as she had, but it wasn't as much as they could do. And she gave some, but she gave all. We don't know anybody's financial situation. So anytime you donate, hey, that's a blessing, and we thank the Most High for that.
That's right.
Because all we're gonna do is return. We're gonna take that money like this, and we're gonna return it back to you.
Okay.
We're gonna return it back to you to keep this ministry going, so that we can come with classes. Most High willing, we have a school going on, a place to congregate. Yeah. That's what we want. We don't want it just so that we can sit around and talk. We want it so we can congregate with you.
Okay. So most high willing, soon we'll be going on the little trips, man. I know we done talked about it since last year, but we going to the EJI, most high willing. We going to the Beck culture. We gonna do these different little things, man, and get some history in there with us, so we can put up on the channel too. Last year, before you go cheat, last year we went to we did go to the Fringe Fest, and if they have it again, I'd love to go again. We had a great time. It was amazing artists there, food and vendors. So we're looking forward to doing some great things. Most high willing.
Also, too, on the Cash App, man, want to give a shout out to Kobe and Reggie Mills. They both made donations to WADA.
The WADA, Akim. The WADA, Akim. Come.
Hey, you ain't have to do it, but we appreciate it.
How about Shem Yahshua Barakatah? WADA.
How about Shem Yahshua Shamartha to them sisters?
Come. So, anything else? Anybody got anything else?
That'll be it.
Nah, only thing I got, hey, we love y'all, Israel. We love y'all, Israel.
Let's get our scripture and get out of here, y'all. The water for bearing with the brotherhood, man, and fellowshipping, y'all. Everything you do is written down, so you didn't do anything in vain. All praise to the Most High. You didn't have to spend your time with us. We appreciate it. Truly, sincerely, we appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
This is Isaiah 61:3. To appoint unto them that mourn in Zion, to give unto them beauty for ashes, the oil of joy for mourning, the garment of praise for the spirit of heaviness, that they might be called trees of righteousness.
That's right.
The planting of the Lord, that he, the Most High, might be glorified.
All praises to the Most High power, Yahweh, in the name of his only begotten Son, Yahweh Shah HaMashiach. Hey, I'm Captain Jehu.
Chief Yahmea.
General Hezekiah.
We are the trees of righteousness. And we out of here. Yeah. Shalom.
Shalom.
She don't forget that. Kwam Yasharala. You know what I mean?
There you go.
All praise to the Most High. To the next time, Israel.
All right.